One for the money, two for the show, three to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue shoe.
And Country Girl. All new shows on Spectrum On Air. Visit our website on spectrumonair.com or listen on Mixcloud Live.
Don't forget, you can listen to this radio station on the Get Me Radio platform. Download the Get Me Radio app and listen on your Android or Apple mobile phone, and a whole range of TV apps such as Roku, Fire, Android and Apple TV. You can also listen on Alexa and Google Home devices. Just search for Get Me Radio. Download the apps and listen to this radio station on your favorite devices.
Why not come with me, Tony Ingledown, on a journey in my time tunnel? Broadcast every Monday between 2 and 3 p.m. on Spectrum On Air. I'll be taking a trip down memory lane, playing music from the late 60s through to the 80s. Indulge yourself in some nostalgia and let us go back in time together. That's Tony's Time Tunnel every Monday between 2 and 3 p.m. on Spectrum On Air, the colourful voice of radio. I hope that's a date. Don't be late.
New smart apps with our advanced ways for viewing. XP TV One. You can now view us on Samsung Galaxy Store, Apple App Store, Google Play, Roku, Samsung Smart TV's App Store, and Apple TV, Huawei, Amazon Fire Stick, and App Store. XP TV One. Tomorrow's TV broadcasting today.
You are listening to Spectrum On Air. The colourful voice of radio.
Hello, I'm Mike Barry, and every weekday morning between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock, I'm joined by my cockle Ken, his girlfriend Canetta, a very young cockle called Clive, and Barney the puppy dog. Well, we bring you an hour of madness and some good music. So why not join me for breakfast on Spectrum On Air, the colourful voice of radio.
Mustn't forget, of course, that you got to join my old friend Alan Mallion as well, who's hiding at the moment.
Oh, sorry, I was playing with pictures.
Oh, you were playing with things.
I was playing with pictures. I was miles away.
You were miles away. Well, come home, baby. Come home. Come back to Daddy. There you are.
Okay, here I am.
Right, that's good. Now then, so what sort of weekend did you have? Was it glorious?
A lovely weekend. I had a Barbie on Saturday.
Yes.
Well, I had a Barbie on Friday, a Barbie on Saturday, and a car boot sale on Sunday.
Good Lord. I mean, you busy bee, weren't you?
I was a busy bee.
Yeah. And the whole Spectrum On Air team recovering from a weekend of fun and laughter and good music from Shamrock.
I heard there was a lot of shenanigans going on at this event.
Yeah, it was very good. I tuned in 3 or 4 times over the weekend, and it was fantastic. It's just, I just wish I'd been down there to see it, but I watched it on YouTube. There you go. Now then, what's up today? Oh, it's Monday, isn't it? Is it Monday?
It is Monday.
Oh.
And things are happening.
Are they really?
Yeah. Well, we're going to get tough on immigration.
Oh, now. That's interesting, isn't it?
Well, what a surprise.
Yeah.
Labour and the Conservatives get trashed by Nigel Farage's anti-immigration party, and all of a sudden, they're getting tough on immigration.
Yes, yeah.
You know, no, who's pulling the strings there then, Mr. Farage?
Well, this is the question, isn't it? And you know, they're going to suggest that they or recommend that you've got to be resident in this country for 10 years before you can apply for British citizenship.
Yeah, and you've got to have a degree of English before you can bring a dependent over.
Yeah. But how stupid is
No, I disagree with any of it. I think these type of things should have been put in place, under the Conservatives 10 years ago. I think it's all been too lax, and there's, we are overwhelmed with immigration, which is causing houses to be more expensive because we can't build enough to keep up with the people that need them.
Well, the trouble is, I think we're closing the door after the horse is bolted, aren't we?
I think you're right, Mr. Barry. I think you are absolutely right. I concur with your assessment of the situation.
Oh, well, let me pose you a question. I mean,
pose me a question.
Are Friends electric?
Some of them.
And a long coat grey hat smoking a cigarette.
Midway Army or Gang. Our friends. I think Gary Newman's music is sort of you either like or you don't like, really, but it's sort of, it grows on you, I think, you know, so there you go. Good morning, welcome to the Breakfast Show here on Spectrum on Air, the colourful voice of radio, and Trumpy's not about then this morning.
No, he's off to, I think he's having a Chinese takeaway.
Ah.
Yeah, he'd be sitting out on a park bench somewhere with a. There's been some great memes on social media. Trump, you know, as a tramp, you know, sitting by bins, drinking out of the classic American brown bag bottle.
Yeah.
Hilarious, and him is a toilet cleaner and all sorts of stuff.
Eating out of chopsticks with chopsticks.
He is getting so much stick.
Yeah.
Never in the history of a president has anybody had so many memes. Well, because it's so easy to produce them these days as well with artificial intelligence.
What about all these prime ministers and presidents and that have all got ganged up together and told Putin, you know, that he's got to stop being a bad boy? Oh, dear. Oh,
well,
dear.
they did, and Putin's gone, oh my God, I've got them all on me, and. You know, and he's put Trump's nose out of joint.
Yeah.
So if he's got Trump and Europe on one side, he's going, oh, no, better sort this one out now.
Yeah.
And he can't, you know, it just from every conceivable angle, the whole thing's stupidly unsustainable.
Well, of course it is. It's sadly just...
It doesn't make sense for anybody.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
And in particular, you know, Mr. Putin himself, really, because his country has suffered so much. Do you know, before this war, his country was doing so well.
Yes.
It was exporting oil like it was going out of fashion.
Yeah.
It was selling gas at a good price to Europe.
Yeah.
You know, his people, you know, were doing very well for themselves. They had proper McDonald's.
Yeah.
And Kentucky Fried Chicken and God knows what else. And,
yeah.
You know, it's like, and I know that sounds rather trivial, but the citizens of Russia were beginning to sort of like, I don't know, benefit in terms of living standards.
Yep.
And if he'd have just reinvested that into his own people instead of spending a ridiculous amount of their GDP on war, well, it would have been a better place for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, it's what ego does. Politicians, crazy people, crazy.
Mind you, he's got Kim Jong on his side now, hasn't he? You know, he's sending in the old North Korean troops, you know, so.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, they're just fodder, aren't they? It's
well, I think lots of them have been killed, unfortunately.
Yes, indeed. I mean, they're not giving out those sort of numbers, but.
What's all this about us, our British SAS people? You got SAS people grassing up other SAS people now. What's going on there?
Well, I don't know, and it's a shame, really, you know, because it's. I mean, by the mere nature of their job, I mean, they you know, they sort of kill first and ask questions afterwards, you know. It's and you know, in war there's such a thing called collateral damage, you know, and if you happen to be standing outside on the street and you're holding a gun, don't be surprised that you're shot dead, you know.
No, but you've got SASA and other SAS people and SPS people, you know, were handcuffing young guys and then shooting them in the head.
Yeah.
You know, that doesn't sound nice.
Well, war isn't nice, you know, but let's be nice on the show this morning.
Right.
And one thing that we don't want anybody at all in the world to be, and that is lonesome tonight. Here he is, King himself. Oh.
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart. Does your memory stray to a bright summer day when I kissed you and called you sweetheart? Do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare? Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? I wonder if you're lonesome tonight. You know, someone said that the world's a stage and each must play a part. Fate had me playing in love with you as my sweetheart. Act 1 was where we met. I loved you at first glance. You read your lines so cleverly and never missed a cue. Then came Act 2. You seemed to change, you acted strange, and why I've never known. Honey, you lied when you said you loved me, and I had no cause to doubt you. But I'd rather go on hearing your lies than to go on living without you. Now the stage is bare, and I'm standing there with emptiness all around. And if he won't come back to me, then they can bring the curtain down. Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight?
Oh dear, are you lonesome tonight?
No. There's a young guy, he's only 12, and he's an Elvis impersonator.
Yeah.
His name's Cooper.
Yeah.
He's from Devon.
Yeah.
And he's going to be playing at Gracelands. The people at Gracelands were so impressed with him that they've given him a couple of slots to play there.
Really?
Yeah, that's a big honour. If you're an Elvis impersonator and you get at 12 years old, you get to be invited to go and play at Gracelands. How cool is that?
Well, that is fantastico, isn't it? Eh?
Yeah.
That's even more fantastico than fantastico. I watched the little lad yesterday as well.
The moves, the hair, look, his style, everything that really makes me want to look just and act just like and sing just like him.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's a quote.
Oh. Well, there you go. I mean, it's nice to have quotes, isn't it? I watched a little 4-year-old yesterday as a drummer. And
yeah.
I'll tell you what, he was fantastic. A little drumming phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
Yeah. He was with the full orchestra as well, and he was banging away. And he'd got, all right, poor little so-and-so dropped his stick on one occasion. Do they call them sticks? Drumsticks, yeah, I suppose.
I think you call them drumsticks.
Yeah. And he dropped it, but I think his dad picked it up and gave it back to him. But he didn't flinch. He just carried on like nothing had happened. Absolutely magic, Absolutely magic. As indeed Spectrum on Air, the colourful voice of radio and the breakfast show is absolutely magic. Incidentally, if you'd like to hear a special tune or anything like that, wish somebody a happy birthday or good luck in their new job or whatever it is that you'd like to pass on to people, you can do it through the airwaves of Spectrum on Air. All you have to do is send us a message, all right? You can either do it on the Mixcloud page, which shows Alan and me. You go on the chat line, right, on it, and you can send a little message. Now, you do have to register to go on the chat box, but it doesn't cost anything, all right? So don't worry about it. And I do believe that once you've logged on to Mixcloud, and you sort of follow, and then you've got the chat box thing there, then it's there forever. And the other one that you can do is, I don't know whether you really knew or not, but we are actually broadcasting live on YouTube as well. Just think of that, Alan, eh? We're on YouTube.
Yeah. It seems like the world's getting a better place, doesn't it? We've got India and Pakistan have decided to talk to each other.
Yeah.
It looks like Zelensky and Putin might be having a little chat.
Yeah.
It seems like America and China are sorting out their tariff.
Yep.
You know,
and there's you and me having a little chat,
and we're not at each other's throats.
No, I mean that's brilliant, isn't it?
No, so maybe this nice weather has brought out the better in people.
Oh, you're making me feel emotional now.
Why not join us on the Road to Shamrocks, Thursdays at 11 a.m, live with Rosemary, exclusively here on Spectrum On Air. Meet all the acts from the Shamrocks Festival and find out what makes them special, from Lady Gaga to Queen and all genres in between. This show is not to be missed. So, join Rosemary and the festival artists every Thursday live at 11 a.m. here on Spectrum On Air, the colourful voice of radio.
Well, Shamrocks was on over the weekend, actually, here on Spectrum On Air.
Yeah, that's a bit of an old advert, that one, isn't it?
Well, no, not really, because, all right, I mean, this is a show put on by Anne-Marie, and she was interviewing a lot of the superstars on the Shamrocks.
Oh, so she'll be playing some of the interviews?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go, you see.
Hey, my name's Bailey, and you can come see me on the Silent Monkey radio show on Spectrum On Air, Fridays, 11 p.m. until midnight, where we play all sorts of alternative music, be it rock, emo, metal, we love it all. That's the Silent Monkey radio show, Fridays, 11 p.m. until midnight on Spectrum On Air, the colourful voice of radio.
The Silent Monkey radio show. Absolutely fantastic. You know, some of the what do you call it? The titles of some of the shows here on Spectrum are just unbelievable. I mean, you know, you've got The Breakfast Show, you know, and then you go to the Real Aroma Radio Show. That's on tonight with Joe, you know. And the Silent Monkey radio show. Oh, I mean, it's. I think we've got to rename the Breakfast Show, Alan. You know.
Yeah.
We got to have
the Chattering Monkey radio show.
Well, we'll have an away day, shall we, and think about this, and then we can put our own thoughts together and come up with something totally obscure and different from the Breakfast Show. Yeah, because that's
all right.
That's sort of, and you know, you don't want the Alan and Mike show, or the Mike and Alan show, or the chickens either. You know, okay, chickens, shut up. Oh God, you don't mention them, and on off they go. And I mean, we are playing music, I think, aren't we, on the Breakfast Show?
Sorry, what's going on?
I don't know. What's next?
I don't know. I think we're all burnt out. All I can see over the blade is ashes.
All right then. Oh, David Bowie.
Ashes with ashes.
say it's true. They got a message from the action man. I'm happy, hope you're happy too. I've loved all I've needed love, saw the details fall away. The shrieking when nothing is killing, just pictures of jam girls and synthesis. And I ain't got no money and I ain't got no hands. But I'm hoping to kick because glad it is glowing. Ashes to ash and funk to funky. We know Major Tom's a junkie, strung out in heaven's high, hitting an all-time low.
You know, I do like this hot weather. David Bowie there, of course, and Ashes to Ashes.
Well,
yeah.
I'm being a bit hopeful by putting a rainbow up.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Because I think
I'd like my garden could do with a little bit of rain, to be honest.
Well, yeah, and it's going to come.
And in fact, I think there'd be a lot of farmers that'd be going, "Can we have a bit of rain, please?"
Yeah, it's going to come this afternoon, apparently.
Is it?
Yeah, about 2:00ish, I think. But we're going to have, it's going to be the wrong sort of rain because what we want is a steady sort of drizzle, which will slowly permeate its way into the ground, And instead of this, sort of 3 days of rain all in half an hour, because it just rushes off and disappears somewhere else, doesn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't soak in.
No, it doesn't.
We want drizzle. We don't want heavy duty rain.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
I'll tell you what, there's an interesting thing happening in Milton Keynes today.
Yes.
Well, Professor Marish Anand, all right, is coming back from Beijing in China, where he's collected some samples of moon dust.
Really?
Yeah, it's moon dust, and he's taken it. The Chinese have let him have some to do some research at the Open University.
Good Lord.
Very nice of them, isn't it?
Well,
So we will have moon dust, genuine moon dust, at the Open University in sunny Milton Keynes, courtesy of the Chinese nation. Well, who said they were all bad people?
I hope they keep it to themselves, because you don't know what's in this moon dust. And I mean, we've had COVID. Well, you might be getting something else, So,
I think it's relatively inert, as they say.
Oh, all right. Okay, fine. Look at the time. It's gone up a state, and the time for CJC, Catherine's spots here on Spectrum on Air, the colourful voice of radio, where we take, if you're an aspiring singer, songwriter, band, or whatever, and you want some help to fulfill your dreams, then get in touch with Catherine at CJC Promotions up there in Bonnie, Scotland, and she'll have a chat with you and then put you on the right road. This is one from her stable, and it's Laura Bell Jack. And next.
I'm sitting in a town that feels smaller than me. I just wanna fly away and feel like I'm free, 'cause the sun comes up, the sun goes down, and nothing has changed in this little town. I don't know where I'll go or where I'll be, but this time next year, hopefully I'll be there. I'll be there. I don't know what to do, I'm going out of my mind, because the grass ain't always greener on the other side. I'm stuck in four walls, I just wanna break out, but there's clouds in my head of self-doubt. I don't know who I am or who I'll be by this time next year. Hopefully I'll be there. I'll be there. My heart's been broke in the past, but that heartbreak will be the last. I was so young and so naive, I let him break my heart on my sleeve. I don't know who I love or who loved me by this time next year. Hopefully I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I don't know where I'll go or where I'll be. I don't know who I am or who I'll be. I don't know who I love or who loved me by this time next year. Hopefully I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I don't know where I'll go or where I'll be. I don't know who I am or who I'll be. I don't know who I love or who loved me by this time next year. Hopefully I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there.
Laura Bell Jack, and the next year, and of course that's from the stables of CJC. That's Catherine up there in Scotland, in Bonnie, Scotland, and she sent some lovely pictures on Facebook of when she goes out and has cups of coffee and cups of tea and that. 'Cause she lives right close to the sea up there in Scotland. But I think it's the North Sea, though, you know. So
Yeah, it'd be a bit cold.
a wee tiny weeny bit cold, yeah. You know, so, yeah, I like swimming in the sea. You know,
I like swimming in the sea as well.
when I get in there, I pretend I'm a little mermaid.
I don't do that.
Well, not a little mermaid, a little merm boy.
Yeah.
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 Well, or either that or a little whale. You know.
I'm quite disturbed by some of your fantasies, Mr. Barry.
Well, I don't know. You know, they're only fantasies. And, you know, I think it's nice to have a couple of fantasies.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from.
Well, you know, life wouldn't be the same without fantasies, would it?
No.
Eh?
No.
I mean, I'm fantasizing at the moment. You'll never guess what.
Yeah, go on.
I'm fantasizing that I'm going to win the Euro Millions tomorrow night because it's about 120 million. You know.
You're stealing my fantasy.
well, we could share it, couldn't we?
Yeah.
You know, if we win, I'll give you £1.25 back, and you can give me £1.25 back. You know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very disturbed at the cost of things.
Yeah.
Well, they're constructing a footbridge, right, at a railway station.
Yes.
Got like three flights of stairs and a little bridge that goes across the top, so you can get from one platform to another.
Yeah.
Well, that's sort of fair enough, but it's costing £7.9 million.
You're joking.
£7.9 million for a footbridge.
Well, blimey.
Why so expensive?
I'd do it for £5.
Well, you know, maybe £1 million, you know. But 7.98 million quid for a footbridge.
Wow.
It just seems like ridiculously expensive. It will replace an older one which recently showed signs of corrosion, you know, and I get that it has to be done, essential maintenance and all that sort of thing, but really?
This, of course, is the trouble with society that we live in at the moment, because there's a lot of things that are getting out of date now, aren't they? You know, because they're, you know, they're getting a bit like you and me. They're ancient, you know, and
I think I'm getting ancient because I just can't see, you know. I don't know. Mind you, the footbridge was originally put in 1868.
Yeah, but you'd have thought it had lasted a bit longer than that, surely. No? All right, now let's go on with the show, shall we? Because, oh, listen, here's Joe.
Hi, why don't you join me, Joe Caldwell, on the Real Room Radio Show, Fridays at 8 p.m, here on Spectrum On Air. I play fantastic news releases from a wealth of undiscovered talent, and I'll even be interviewing one or two of them to learn more about them and what makes them tick. So join me, Joe, on the Real Room Radio Show, 8 p.m. Fridays, here on Spectrum On Air, the colourful voice of radio.
Enter my world. Join me, Harry Kukuli, in the Alien Temple, every Saturday night, 10 o'clock to midnight, on Spectrum On Air. Immerse your senses in intense, passionate, and seductive music. The Alien Temple, with me, Harry Kukuli. Every Saturday night, 10 to midnight, on Spectrum, on air.
stood was an old man instead. I asked where you'd be. He said she's moved on, you see. All I have is a number. You better ask her, not me. So I picked up the phone and dialed your number. Not sure to put it down or speak. Then a voice I once knew answered in a sweet voice. She said, hello, then paused before I began to speak. I'm here again. I'm here again. I tell you I'm here again. Where have you been? Where have you been? I'm back again. I'm back. Tell you I'm back again. Where have you been? You held your voice well. There were tears I could tell. Where were you now? What you gonna tell me in time? Just give me a towel and I'll be straight down. I've got so much to tell you about where I have been. As I walk down your road, can't wait to be near you. I can't keep this feeling inside. As I stand at your door, you answer in a sweet voice. You say hello, then pause before I begin to speak. Babe, I'm here again. I'm here again. I tell you I'm here again. Where have you been? Where have you been? I'm back again. I'm back. I tell you I'm back again. Where have you been? As I looked away, I saw a face behind you. A little boy stood at your door. And when I looked again, I saw his face was shining. He had my eyes, he had my smile. Baby, I'm back again. I'm here again. I'm back again. Where have you been? Where have you been? Please take me back. I'm back again. Take me back home again. I'm back again. Can't you see that I'm back again? I'm here for you. Where have you been? Just me and you. I'm back again.
Take that, babe.
Yeah.
All right? Okay, that's good. 15 minutes away from the top of the hour here on Spectrum on Air, the colourful voice of radio. A wonderful, wonderful lineup of shows for you today. Oh, just not to be missed. If you really want to know what's going on, well, get on to our webpage. That's the easiest way. Look on the schedule page and it'll tell you what is on. And that'll save me a bit of time from sort of running through and telling you. Mr. Malian has put a lovely warning up as well on Mixcloud that...
I've had it flash up on 2 different devices now.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's severe thunderstorms. Be prepared.
Yeah. I might sit out in the garden, actually, when the thunderstorms are there. Because underneath my gazebo, it would be nice. Watching the rain coming down. and then the rain pouring out of my gutter that's got a problem with it.
Yeah. I've got a thing that bothers me at the moment.
What's that?
Well, they've got this sort of crackdown on migration. And, you know, I'm all in favour of a crackdown on migration. But they're saying, but, you know, the problem is they can't get hold of care workers.
I know.
Well, isn't the reason that they don't get hold of care workers is because we don't pay care workers enough to make...
No. I've got to argue with you there, because there was on the radio this morning, they interviewed a chief executive of a large care home operation, and they said that, you know, the trouble is that when they advertise for jobs, even above the minimum wage salary, they don't get any applicants. And if they do get an applicant, the applicant doesn't bother turning up for the interview. So, you know, I mean, this is a misnomer that they're not paid enough. Especially, I mean, this particular organisation.
I'm sorry, but that's complete twaddle. If they were paid £200,000 a year, there'd be no shortage. They'd be queuing up around the block. You know, I'm just exaggerating the point to make it.
Well, you are exaggerating the point, and the whole thing is this particular organisation are paying more than the national wage.
Yeah, but only a few quid more.
Well, it doesn't matter about a few quid more. Well, they're paying more. Hey, shut up and listen, will you? The trouble is, people in this country are work shy. They will not get off their butts and go to work because the government says, "Oh, don't bother going to work. We'll give you loads of money, and you can sit at home and watch the television all day, and you can go and put that money on betting and, you know, and smoking and drinking and all that, you know."
Yeah. Yeah, of course, Mike. Of course, you're right about everything. Your economic view on the world is just legendary.
It is legendary.
The bottom line is they just don't get paid enough, and that doesn't make it attractive for people to do the job.
Well,
the going rate is like £12 an hour. That's not a lot of money today.
It's more than that, because it's they've got to pay the basic wage for a start.
What's the national minimum wage?
£120 a month. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know, because it doesn't equate.
It's about £12.21.
It doesn't equate to anything like the pension.
When they say they pay above their national rate, that's rubbish. They're paying like £13 an hour. Yeah, 70 pence above the national wage. You know,
well, it's still something.
So that woman on the radio was. But the problem is, the real problem, right, is the councils are not prepared to pay the care agencies the money for them to be able to pay the operatives. So it's the councils that are artificially holding the cost of care down.
The trouble is, we've got too many old people.
Well,
I think we need to cull the old people.
Yeah, well, you would.
I think. What?
You would, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. You've always come up with the most sensible ideas, Mr. Barry. I'm actually bathed in your glory sometimes.
Well, I suppose.
Well, you can be.
I'm just going to say, baby, come back.
All right.
That you have run away.
Well, I'll tell you what, listener, the air is blue here, off air, back in the studio, because Mr. Mallion's jumped on his high horse and he's getting ready because he's going to be a politician next year.
Yeah,
he's going to be.
I'm practicing. I need somebody who's not too sharp to practice on. Mike Barry, in his infinite wisdom, is saying there's no 2-child limit on credit. I'm afraid, Mr. Barry, there is a 2-child limit, and it's in place, and it's not likely to change in the near future. So you're talking complete and utter twaddle. Get your stuff right before you start commenting. Do a bit of research. Go and have a little search on the internet and say, is there a 2-child limit in place? And you will see the answer.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, get your facts right, mate. Don't try and bully me, mate. I'm not one of the little namby-pambies that you can say, oh, I know what I'm talking about because I'm Mike Barry. You can't get away with it with me, mate. You don't.
Well, I can, and this is the thing, you see, because you are an losing politician. What's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, you're going to be. If you get elected in next year, I suppose you'll be the Minister of Transport again.
Well, you never know.
And then you'll go out and you'll build another bridge over the motorway at the cost of millions, So
for £400 million yeah, instead of 2 ladders and a scaffold board.
Well, yeah, because you love spending money, don't you?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Well, this is it, you see. So, oh dear. I don't really know what to say, quite honestly. And it's not often that I'm left for words. All right for words, if that might be the matter, but there you go. Anyway, my friend, listen, we have come to the end of a debate. We can have an off-air debate till our heart's content all day long, but the listener is not interested at all. The listener is only interested in listening to some good music here on Spectrum on Air, the colourful voice of radio. And we're going to go out with some good music from Sir Rod Stewart. And we will be back with you tomorrow morning for another edition of The Breakfast Show. So what we want you to do is to set your alarm clock for 8 o'clock, all right? Not a minute before or a minute after, but that's it. So here we go. Bye-bye. We'll see you tomorrow. Here's Rod Stewart. Sir Rod Stewart. Baby Jane.
Situation